Hi, everyone. Tiffany from A Life of Empathy. Let's talk about mediation. What is mediation? Well, in my experience, there are three types most commonly found in mediation there's facilitative, there is evaluative, and there is transformative. What I practice is predominantly facilitative, even bordering on transformative. So, what does that mean? We have first evaluative. Evaluative is when a mediator, a third party neutral, meets with individuals. Typically, in evaluative mediation, the parties will either be separated into what is called a caucus. There are separate spaces, and the mediator goes between the individuals to try to communicate, to try to help them reach settlement options. I do not prefer this method, as in many cases it is very dangerous to the neutrality of the mediator because it requires a significant amount of integrity and self awareness by the mediator. Not to say that that's not possible, but it just puts an extra amount of pressure on the mediator to be able to maintain neutrality in that space. Many times, the evaluative mediator is a legal professional, and so many times it can become more of a settlement conference than it is an opportunity for the parties to communicate with each other. Facilitative mediation is what I do. It is where the parties come together in what we call a joint session. The parties are together in the same space, either remotely or they're physically together in a room. The mediator is a third party neutral. The parties come together to see if there are options for resolution that everybody can live with. This form of mediation provides autonomy and self determination to the parties. The mediator does not make suggestions for solutions. The mediator is simply there to maintain the process to help the parties have a constructive conversation and to help try to ask some questions that might help clarify. But the parties are there being able to express themselves authentically and be able to be heard. Transformative mediation takes facilitative a step further, where one of the goals of having the mediation is to help the parties to repair a relationship. This is a very restorative approach to mediation. In my opinion, restorative practices and mediation intersect very significantly. Transformative is almost a combination of the mediation and restorative practices because the intent is for the parties to come together to not just be able to find solutions that they can live with, but also to try to have a conversation, to express themselves, to be heard, to try to repair some harm that has been done during this conflict, to try to retain what that relationship is. In my practice, I practice facilitative mediation exclusively. And when I teach mediation, I teach facilitative mediation exclusively. And my training curriculum actually incorporates a lot of restorative practices. So I actually even border on that transformative piece. When I am mediating family and domestic cases, I 100% operate on that transformative mindset. So if you are interested in learning more about what mediation is, how you might be able to utilize it, how you might be able to perform it, follow me on Substack, like and subscribe so that you can get exclusive content and get some more information about mediation.